Hello, everybody. Let me introduce myself. This is Julia. Thank you for attending our webinar. Today, I have the pleasure of presenting QUB, our system, our tool dedicated to resellers. Let me briefly explain how this webinar is composed. In the first part, I will show you the quotation tool and order submission system. In the second part, I will show you the order archive section. And in the third part, I will reply to all of your questions. So you should have in front of you a panel dedicated to questions. If you have any doubt, any question, please feel free to write to me. I will try to answer them at the end of the webinar. So to begin with, what is QUB and why did we develop it? For those who may not be acquainted with QUB, QUB is a system, as I was saying, dedicated to resellers. And we created it because many of our customers couldn't wait for a response, for an operator's response, both in regards with quotations, but also in regards with their orders. So they needed urgent information about their orders and needed quotations, etc., etc. So we decided to provide them this useful tool, which we call a game-changing tool, to get their information very quickly. So without further ado, let me share with you my screen so you can see our QUB from yourself. So let me share my screen. Okay. You shall see it in all of its beauty. So first things first, you have to go to our website and access QUB with your reserved credentials. So we have already provided you with your credentials. You have to click on Access QUB, and this is QUB. This is QUB's home page. So at the top, you have the quotation tool. And at the bottom, you have the order archive section and the preset. So I'm going to show you how to get your cards quote, but the procedure is the same for all of our products. So for wristbands, card holders, lanyards, etc. So I click here on card. Okay. This is what opens. This is the quotation tool. So at the top, I can choose if I want a proof or not. It is already selected by default, but if you don't want it, you can unselect it. For now, I want it. I always suggest to you to check it. Okay, so I click on it. Underneath, you have the express production service. If you want it, you can click on that. Okay, now let's pretend I am a reseller and I need 1,000 fidelity cards with barcode and with an embossed varnish. So first things first, I have to click on the material because I have to select a material, for example, PVC, white, thickness, and the finishing. I like it matte, so I click on matte. Confirm. Then I have to add the barcode, and I want a barcode 39. So I click on the barcode that I want, and I click on confirm. Now, the embossed varnish, I find it here under special finishing, embossed, confirm. Okay, next step is selecting the quantity. I said that I want 1,000 cards. Okay, as you can see, I get my price here, and I get the total price and the unit price. But as I was saying, this is also a quotation tool, because if I change the quantity, the price adjusts to the new quantity in real time. And you can also add other add-ons, and you will see how the price will change. Okay, let's go back to 1,000. Okay, at the top, I have the notes section. Here I can write, for example, the name of the reprint, or like in this case, I can write the barcode data. So all important information goes here. Okay, for example, from 0001 to 1000. Okay, next step is uploading the file, and you can click directly here, or you can also copy a link. Okay, it's done. If I get my order, I can add it to cart. Sure, I have to write the title, of course, job 1. Okay. add to cart. Okay. Let's cancel all the other. I can see I can modify my order directly from here. Okay, it is just this one. So send the order. I click here. Okay, at this point, I can choose the delivery address. I can create a new one, and this is connected with Google Maps. So, for example, I want my cards to be delivered to the Apple Store in Paris. So I write Apple Store Paris, and here it is, the Rue Clément. Okay, and I can select it, or I can find one that is already in my list. Okay, and I can click on select. At this point, this system compares different rates from different couriers and offers us different possibility of shipping. And I can also see when my order is expected, so delivery time. For example, I want to choose the cheapest, DHL, so I click on it. Okay, my order has been successfully sent. So I have placed my order. So where do I find it now? I find it here. Let's go back to the home page. Okay, I can see my orders directly from here, my orders or from there. Okay, now this is the most interesting part. This is the orders archive section. In this page, I can find all of my orders, all orders that are in progress, those that are already been shipped. So all of them. On the left, you can find the search engine, the search filter. Here you can find, you can search your order, for example, by entering the reference or the name, and you will find it in seconds. But let me open one of my orders so I can show you in detail how this tool is made. Okay, so let's click on this, for example. Okay, here I have the preview of my card in plain sight. Okay, I have all the detail. I can see all the details of my card, such as the shipping date, the job title, the order reference, the order details. But what I want you to focus on is the timeline. Here you get all the details of your card, such as, for example, when the order was submitted, what status it is in. For example, if it's in pre-press processing, or if we have provided you with a proof, or if it's in production, or if it has been shipped. Okay. Now, what I want you to see, to show you, is the proof. Like in this case, for example, we have already prepared the proof, and you need to confirm it or refuse it. But how do you see it? Where do you find the proof? You find it here. Now it's in red because we have provided you a proof. But now let's click on it. Okay, and this is where the show begins. Here you can have a digital sample of your card. In the first page, you can see it in plain. Okay, you can is in perspective. Sorry, you can decide to unselect different elements, such as in this case, for example, this is a transparent card, so I can unselect, for example, the white reserve. And you can see all the parts that are under reserve, and I can also unselect the print file. Okay. You can also download your standard proof and share the proof with your customer. But let me show you what I really like about this tool, which is the 3D preview. This is, as I was saying, a digital sample of your card. You won't need to buy a physical sample of it anymore, because it's already here, and you can see the card in all of its beauty. We decided to offer this 3D preview to our customers because we understood that sometimes from a standard PDF proof, some elements could not be appreciated and could lead to misunderstandings. For example, in this case, a simple transparent card, sometimes our customers could not understand where the white reserve was, or, for example, cards with embossed varnishes or with thermographic effects. So with this tool, you can't go wrong. For example, in this case, again, the transparent card, I can also change the background, so I can even better understand where the transparency is. And as I was saying, you can also share the proof with your final customer. And this link is completely neutral, and it's like a YouTube link. So as you can see, there is no reference to us. There is no reference to 3D print. Let me go back. Okay, let me show you another card, for example, so that we can see another effect. Here, for example, this is a card with thermography, with golden thermography on the front and on the back of the card. But where does the gold hot stamp? So here, you can see I can also unselect the print file. Okay, now let's pretend that I like my proof. I can confirm it. I can write approved by Julia. Yeah, okay, confirm. If I don't like it, or I need obviously to state my reason here and possibly to upload a new file. Okay, I like it. The order goes into production, and you can see that the percentage changes according to the status of the order it is in. And when the order is completed, you will see it as shipped. Let me show you an example. You can also see the delivery note right here. And you get your tracking here, and it adjusts in real time. It updates in real time. Okay. Let me show you some useful buttons. At the top here, you have a chat. And this is, we decided to provide you a real-time chat because sometimes our customers needed to give us some information about a specific order and preferred a chat over a standard email. So if you click on here, you can write us any information you need to communicate, and we will reply in real time. And the chat remains there. So as information is quite important, it will be saved. It won't be deleted. Underneath, you can download your Proforma invoice. Here you can check your proof. Here you can see the delivery address of your order, and underneath you get the tracking. Okay, so another important feature I want to show you is the calendar. By clicking here, you can see the dispatch date of your orders, and if you want to move them, you can, in order to merge some orders together and save on shipping, you can merge them together. Okay. So there are other important features such as, for example, obviously the shipping cart and the envelope. By clicking here, you can send us an email. So this is a standard email. You can do it directly from here. Under the question mark, you can download your documents, such as, for example, instructions or templates if you need to send it to your final customers, for example. And here you have all your settings, all your company settings. For example, your name, the name of your company. You can change the language and general settings. I forgot to mention that QUB works on notifications. I mean, every time an activity, anytime you need to do something. For example, we have provided you a proof. We will notify it by email, and you shall receive recap emails telling you what needs to be done. You can obviously decide if you want to enable these notifications or not. I suggest you to do so. And you can also decide on what days you want to receive your daily recap. For example, you want it every Monday, every Wednesday, every Saturdays and Sundays even. Okay. So it would be just one email summarizing everything that needs to be done. For example, you need to upload a file, you need to confirm the proof, etc., etc. So it's just one. Okay, I guess I've explained everything. Obviously, this is a brief explanation. There are many features to be shown to you, and this tool is under development. So any suggestion, any modification you have or you deem important, you can write to us, you can contact us, and we will take them into consideration. It will be very appreciated. So I read the questions now. Let me read what you ask. Okay. Georgia asks, does the portal have a cost to use? No, this is completely free. This is free from us to all of our customers. So it's free. It's free to use. And Anonymous says, in the archive, where can I find all of my orders? You can find them there. You can click directly on My Orders. And this is the page that opens up. And you can find all of your orders starting from the beginning of 2023. So from the beginning of last year. David asks, if I were to enter multiple orders together, do I have to start over each time? No, this is an important feature that I wanted to show you. Let me go back to the main page. Okay, this is the preset option, and you can find it here. What is it, a preset? A preset is an already preset configuration. So for example, whenever you have the same recurring order, so a card, for example, with the same features, you can decide to create a preset. But let me show you how to do it. For example, let me go back in the card section. For example, I always order a card with a technology, a MyFair compatible technology. And I need to obviously choose again all of the characteristics of my card, for example, glossy this time. I need to click on the RFID, compatible. Yeah, maybe I want a new ID scan. Okay, confirm it. Okay, now I can decide to save this feature in my presets. Okay, let me share also the quantity, for example, and the name, this one. Okay, where do I save my preset? I save it here. I can click on Save Preset. Let me give a configuration name, for example, 08 standard. Okay, and I click on Save Configuration. Okay. Whenever I need to upload a new one, I can click on Load Preset, and here I can find all of them. Here it is. I can click on Use Preset. And this is, obviously, it's still the same, but you can see that it's a new one. Let me show you again. So let me submit my order so you can see. Test 1, add to cart. Let me add a new one. Load preset. Again, this is the one to use. See how quick it is. Use preset. Another quantity, 2000, and the card is called test 2. Obviously, I will have to upload a file and artwork, but if I don't do it, I can do it later in the order archive section. Add to cart. Okay, as you can see, I have card number 1 and card number 2, and I can send the order. If I want to modify my order because I forgot something or I have to modify something, I can click directly on here. And as you can see, the page changes and it becomes orange. So you can see that you can edit your order, you can do your modifications, and then go back, click on save, and send the order if everything is okay. And then you have to select the address, etc., etc. Okay. Are there, and if so, where are the eco materials? Yes, I forgot to tell you that obviously we have eco materials, and you can find them here. Obviously, I have to choose my material, and I find them here under eco PVC or colored substrate. For example, you see eco PVC, recycled PVC, etc. Emma asks, for shipping, I usually use my own courier. In this case, should I always use the one proposed? No, because this is your reserved area. And obviously, if we would ship with your courier account, we would do the same with QUB. So whenever you send the order, there is no courier's option because we would use your own courier as we would normally do. So you can use your own courier. Can I use the portal even from mobile? Yes, of course. And you can use them on mobile, on tablet, and you can also share the link on WhatsApp. So it's very, very mobile friendly. And yeah, of course you can. Does the chat remain or does it get deleted after a while? It stays. As you would write important information, they need to stay, so it won't be deleted. Is access dedicated to a single user or can you have multiple accounts? Okay, there is one account for your company, obviously, but there are as many users as you want. So for example, I work for 3D print, so there is an account for 3D print, but a main account for 3D print, sorry, a reserved area for 3D print. But as there are many workers, as there are many people in 3D print, we can create a single user for each of you. Of course, you will have to, you just have to write to us and we will give your own credentials. Okay, I guess I've replied to all of your questions. Yeah, okay, I've replied to all of them. Again, thank you again for being with me so far, for following our webinar. Obviously, if you have questions, if you want your credential, please write to us. We will give you your personal data, your personal user account. At the end of the video, at the end of the webinar, sorry, you will find a small survey. Please fill it in if you want with your honest opinion. Thank you again, and obviously we are there if you need us. So please feel free to write to us. I wish you a nice afternoon and see you soon.